It is the final exchange of phase one of the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. Three Israeli men were released in Nusayrat, all of which were abducted when Hamas and other militants had launched the surprise attack on Israel on October 7th of 2023. Another man to be released later today in Gaza in a separate event that will not have a public ceremony. Earlier, two other Israeli men were released at Rafah, one who had been held for over a decade, the other since the October 7th attacks. Those men also back in Israel now. In return, Israel to release some 602 Palestinian prisoners and detainees. For more, we can speak to Noga Tarnopolsky. Hello to Noga. This drawn-out process this Saturday, two separate events so far, a third one yet to take place. What has reaction been so far?
Well, reaction here has slid from deep concern in the morning, a lot of anxiety, now to more open joy. With the release of the three hostages who were just released, much of today's expected events have taken place. These three young men have large groups of friends waiting for them. There were parties organized in their private homes. So their relatives, their closest relatives, of course, have gone down to the south of the country to greet them. Crowds are growing even under rain and hail in Tel Aviv's Hostages Square. A huge sigh of relief went out when Eliya Cohen, there was a lot of concern about his health, was seen smiling up on the stage with a thumbs up. No one had heard a word from him. No one knew if he was alive or dead until just days ago when there were reports from some of the other freed hostages that he was alive. He apparently does not yet even now know that his fiancée, who was with him in the shelter when they were attacked, has survived. And so that joy is waiting for him. And now we're waiting just for the last hostage scheduled to be released today, Shem, who is a special case. He has been in Hamas captivity for 11 years. He is a schizophrenic. He's an Israeli Arab. He wandered into Gaza apparently under the illusion that he could rescue a previously held Israeli hostage in Gaza, and Hamas captured him and has held him. His father, Sha'ban Sayed, has made a massive public campaign over years and years to rescue his son. He made sure that documents showing his son's medical condition and also discharge papers from the Israeli army proving that he was not a soldier, as Hamas accused him of being. He made sure these were transmitted to Hamas. And for him, he's been giving some very happy interviews this morning. He's just waiting to see that his son is in fact alive and walking.
Yeah, and that to be later today, I think, in Gaza City. Noga, any speculation as to why there won't be a public ceremony as we've seen two other times this Saturday?
No, and I've actually just heard rumors about it. I wouldn't be yet 100% sure whether or not there'll be a ceremony, and nobody who I know knows why Hisham Sayed has been held back. He was initially expected to be released with this group of three hostages who were put on the stage in Nusayrat just now. That change was announced less than an hour ago, and I don't yet know what's going on in his case. Of course, there are major concerns that his health is so deteriorated that he maybe could not be paraded on a stage. But we don't really know. Anything is just speculation right now.
All right, Noga, thank you very much. Noga Tarnopolsky reporting there.